welcome to the Social Scene Podcast. Karibuni sana. Man, tunaona views zenu zinaendelea kupanda. Thank you for showing up. Tunafurahia mnatuonyesha love. Kuna namba hapa chini. Before I continue, kuna namba hapa chini. If you wish to be a guest, kindly text that number. Follow us on our socials, especially on Instagram. Hapo ndio tuko sana. Follow us on our socials. Anyway, without further ado, let me introduce myself. I am Dicky Chillis.
I am Rachel Wamucii.
Yeah, and today, as you can see, we have a guest. Pretty guest. As you can, mnaona sura yake, right? Mnaona sura yake, she's very pretty. And nitawacha ajiintroduce, aseme yeye ni nani, anafanya nini. Yeah, Curly.
Yes.
Nisha sema jina yake. Anyway, take the seat. Miyako.
Okay, so hi everyone. My name is Curly Imani. It's Curly Imani, and I am a singer and I also make content.
Okay.
And yeah, basically that's it. I don't have.
You don't have. Hapa tunasema, are you single? Are you married? Are you? Is it complicated?
Okay.
These will be any part of the intro because somebody is saying this pretty face and I say, God damn.
Well, currently niko single. Yes.
Okay, so kuna opportunity hapa, kuna vacancy wadau, unaweza kama.
Single, very nice. Very nice to be single.
Anyway, Curly leo amekuja kutuambia about her music. Na pia as per description hapo inasema we'll be talking about relationships. Nimeiguzia kidogo about her being single. So, tutaguzia mambo relationships hapa, content creation. Yeah, and stories kama hizo. Stories za abunuwase nyingi, yeah? What got you into music?
Well, basically I realized that I love music when I was very young. You know a lot of ngoma kiako na dance nini. So nilikuwa najua napenda nyimbo na story na music for a long time. But when I was like 11 is when I realized now niko na kasauti, you know, there's something. So I decided to like try and make it sound a bit different. Sikutaka kufanana na watu sana.
So you knew you wanted to be different from
from very young.
Actually, kuna story ya church hapa involved. There's almost people like nilianza kwa choir.
Well, really anxiety yangu haikunifikisha huko. I was raised in the church, like Christian background, but kuimba nilikuwa naogopa sana kusimama mbele ya watu, so siko naimba sana kidogo. So around high school ndo nilipata sasa hiyo confidence ya kuimba mbele ya watu, services, nini, talent shows na nini. So after high school ndo niliamua nataka kufanya music, but then life ikikugonga, my responsibilities kidogo
lazima show up for yourself.
Yeah. So ilibidi niweke kando kidogo. But around 2021 is when now I decided. At the time nilikuwa like singing every day, practicing by myself. So by the time natafuta music school and everything, nilikuwa at least najua what I'm supposed to do. Sasa tu ni stage presence, zile serious. So that's when now I found a music school in town. It's called 5-Star Music School. And I studied 6 months, 3 months vocals, and the other 3 piano, because it's advised to learn instrument in ukiandika songs nini. So yeah, after that I want to take music, seriously, do it as a profession. And yeah, so now up ndo tuko still preparing my first debut single. So yeah.
For those who don't know, Curly Imani was suggested to us by Obilah. Kama umewatch the previous show, Obilah, the artist, the rapper, the porn actor, alisuggestia tuite Curly Imani hapa also tupige story na yeye because they work together, wako na collaborations pamoja. Unaweza tuambia how those collaborations came to be?
Yes. So hiyo 2021, the same year nilijoin 5-Star. I found out anakuanga na live band sessions every Friday. So people just come to perform, whether ni covers ama ni songs zako zinaperformiwa live na band ya shule. So one time nilienda nikapata Obilah hapo with some of his friends. Walikuwa wamekuja pia kuona how things go huko. Walikuwa wamesikia tu kuhusu 5 Star, so they wanted to come and experience. Na mimi sasa kama brand ya shule, whenever I show up, it's like, Feli, could you perform? So I went and performed, and he was like, oh my gosh, you have such a nice voice, we need to do a song together. And I'm like, sure, well, it's not the first person I have very many like producers and singers who say that, and then tuna lose contact, and then atutoiongelea story tena. So it happened. I don't know. For me personally, sifuatiliangi sana. Mimi nikiona uko na psyche ya kutaka kufanya kazi na mimi nitakuwa na hiyo. But nikiona sawa, pia mimi niko tu sawa, you know, if you approach me, ukini approach uko na ile Kenya unataka, lakini nikiona tu haiko nini, naachana tu. So I thought pia yako hapo. So 2022 came in, we had already like shared contact and everything. He just kept talking about, you know, collab, and I'm like, yeah, sure, but then I don't show up. Also pia aliacha kuja 5 Star for some time, na pia mimi nikaacha kwenda huko sana, so we weren't meeting as much, and then alikuwa anaishi mbali, so hatuko tunapatana. Sasa hii mwaka ndo akajam. Kakuja kaniambia, hii mwaka lazima tufanye songs pamoja nini, na I'm like, guy, I didn't think nimemkasirisha sana. So akakuja kan explain tu venye akona songs fulani, ana feel sauti yangu inaenda vizuri nazo, and he wants us to work on them. So alikuwa ananitumia instrumental a week before, and then he tells me next week I have this producer and tuende pamoja to record nini. And yeah, so in the process nime come up na idea of what I want to write on. I also do songwrite. So yeah, we'd go to the studio, play the audio, and then write the song there. Yeah, mostly ilikuwa shaandika yake. So we record, and then yes, the songs came to be the 2 songs we did, which now are like my first songs even before my own songs.
Your own songs.
Those songs are the first songs we did together. And aside from music, pia he has been like a very big inspiration in terms of like kunaonyesha vitu zinaweza happen, you know, songs zinaweza toka huko nje, si kushinda kwa studio tu. So like napenda tu kufanya kazi na yeye, ama like keep contact na yeye, joli inaonyesha like ni mtu akona drive poa sana yenye mimi mwenyewe I also need for my career and also my life in general.
Okay, for those who have not listened, kama wenye mmesikiza songs za Obilah by now, the voice zile 1 month old songs zenye ziko, the voice mmekuwa mkisikia hapo, the angelic voice mmekuwa mkisikia hapo, ni huyu Curly Imani. Kama hujasikiza, tafadhali enda kwa page ya Obilah, right? Anaitwa Obilah Obilah, right? And usikize music yao, the latest 2 songs by Curly Imani and Obilah, manzi. Those are nice songs. You guys did a good job.
Thank you. Links hapo kwa description.
Nini hizo?
Some links there.
Yes.
YouTube.
Tutaweka links hapo chini. Yes, tutaweka links to the shows, to the songs za Obilah featuring Curly Imani. Anyway, I wanted to get an insight from you about something. Okay? Okay?
Yes.
Okay, so in this country right now, we are having content creators who are marketing shows, right? Or are marketing brands, are marketing products, are marketing things. Now, there's this issue of somebody is a brand ambassador for so many things, yenye mpaka ana lose legitimacy yake, right? What would you say? Because apart from music, you do content creation. Hebu kwanza waambie content creation. Tell them about your content, because inaonekana tunafocus sana on music, you also do content creation.
Yeah, I also do content creation, specifically on hair. You know, I talk about natural hair life, hair products, hairstyles, that kind of content. I figured it's best if I create a space where I'm also doing something else that I love. So aside from music, I love hair, makeup as well. kidogo niko na hizo 2 interests zenye I feel like you need to share up here if you want to build a platform. People need to know you more than just as an artist. So for content, ziko mostly YouTube na Instagram. I do post a few videos, and consistency kidogo inanilemea, lakini
it is very necessary.
Yeah.
You need to work on that. Otherwise, you're doing a good job.
Thank you.
Back to my question. do you think you as a content creator or as a musician, what is your thought on that issue of people being brand ambassadors, which is a good thing. They're doing a good job by marketing people's brands and nini. But then there's this issue of legitimacy, hatukuamini sasa because uko face ya kila kitu, so we can't believe the truthfulness of what you're saying about this brand because you also say something else about this brand. Yeah. This other brand. What would you say about that?
Well, I think you should, like, the brands you work with should be kind of linked to what you are also interested in.
Okay.
For example, for me, since I'm doing hair, I do aspire to work with hair, products, brands that promote hair products or hair accessories, because that's what I'm interested in.
Okay.
Even if, yes, pesa zinakuja, you need money, brands, nini. I feel like unafaa kwa genuine, kwa sababu mostly, especially like in Kenya, fans wanapenda kununua vitu wakiona watu content creators wakizitumia. We really trust feedback from content creators.
Okay.
So if they just do things for like the check and not like genuinely because they are interested in it, it create a lot of like doubts
trust
and stuff.
Issues,
yeah,
like you don't trust now that person or the brand itself. Okay, let's switch gears. Content creation. Let's switch gears now.
Okay.
To what we are supposed to talk about today. The insight I'm supposed to get from you. So recently there was this issue that came up on Reddit. For those who follow Reddit, so this guy, they're dating. And now the lady is earning more than the guy. So they're living together. The guy demands that, not demands. Okay, let me use demand. Demands that the lady should be paying more than 50% of the rent because she's earning more. Right? And this brought the question of finances in relationships. Right? Like if you're living with someone, if you are in a relationship with someone, what is the extent to which you guys share bills, share meals, share whatever, everything when it comes to finances? So if you are in that situation where you are earning more than your boyfriend, I'm assuming you're talking about boyfriends.
Yeah.
No, because this word, you never know. You never know. Hey.
Yes, boyfriends.
Okay, so you're in this situation. How would you react, or what would you do in this situation?
Well, for me, I really feel like the man should be earning more than the woman.
Okay. Interesting perspective.
Yes, because I don't know, for me, I believe in like men being relied on or depended on in a relationship. Even if yes, I'm making money, I'd like for you to rely on you. Ikikuja kwa sisi, it's more of, but tunaweza ongea uzuri sasa. Uzuri wa relationship ni teamwork. Ni nyinyi mdecide venye mtajipanga kipesa, but mwanaume ndo anafaa kwa true, kwa sababu ikiko the other way around, respect kidogo itashuka juu utakuta like dem atakufanya madharau juu anajua you're relying on me, if it's not for me you wouldn't. Mkiargue anaanza kukuitisha vitu zenye alikubaya sijui nini kwa sababu madem so I feel like when a man, hata financial security kwa wanaume is very like key. I personally have ever met a guy who wasn't financially stable and he was like,
how old was this
I feel
guy?
like he was 20, older than me with like an year. Okay.
You don't want to say your age?
Yes. Alikuwa mkubwa like 1 year older. But then he was like, financially he wasn't doing very well, so he was like, I personally don't think this can work out.
Was he I'm trying to get his age. Was he 25 and below or 25 and above?
24.
24.
Yeah. That's bigger.
So,
but hajaniambia ni which year?
Which year aje?
As in which year?
Like last year.
Okay.
Yeah. So like financially alikuwa na feel nika, if we were ever to be serious, because we weren't, if we were ever to be serious itakuwa like itamsumbua sana juu ye haizi ni maintain financially hata kama sikuwa namwitisha anything but like hiyo tu woga I feel like wanaume ukuwa nayo naturally so mwanaume anafaa kuwa you need to be financially stable to cater for a relationship. Unaweza kuwa financially stable for your single bachelor life, you know. Lakini relationship una feel ni too much. So kama unataka relationship work, finances ni lazima like hiyo ni factor na lazima
ikuwe. No finance.
Yeah.
Wanasemanga ati unaona that fear ya I may not be able to maintain you when I'm not stable like that, especially when you're in a relationship, that people that say that broke men are stubborn, are mean, are emotionally, among other things, very unstable, and atakupea a very hard time because sasa atakuwa na projects hizo insecurities za whatever he feels like he's not bringing to the table sasa you know like hiyo pia maybe someone else will nini so like it's always like projection I don't know did you experience that with your almost to be boyfriend?
I don't even know if he was boyfriend. I don't know what we were doing, but I feel like he really like we weren't. Honestly, I wouldn't say we were anything. It was just a situation, a very messy one.
Okay.
But to him, it was more of like we are from two different worlds. Those are the excuses they use. We're from two different worlds. And also like complaining about small things like, you know, madem kucha, makeup, nini. Mwanaume mwenyezi afford ndo nashinanga kitatata kusizo vitu.
Oh, I like
I don't like, I like them natural. No.
Hold on. Nikona swali. So we've concentrated on you, the lady, you may be having a lot of money, nini. You may be having money, right? Now come to the man. The man has money, right? And they want to marry you, right? So what is your approach if the man comes and tells you you're in love, right? In love. But what if the man comes and tells you we need to sign a prenup or a contract for this marriage to go that secures my money whether we divorce or not?
Well,
because you've said men are insecure, right? You said men are insecure when they don't have money. So when they have money, they want to be secure, right? Because that's what they're looking for when they're looking for money. So if somebody approaches you with that kind of approach to marriage, how would you guys respond to it?
Nimewekwa kwa mix. How? Okay. Okay, first of all, insecurity yake haikuwa about. Okay, no,
right now we're focusing on there's a contract that you're supposed to sign, a prenup that says once you split, because okay, we don't marry so that we split, but just an exit plan, so that there's no one who's hurt financially here. It says that the money I have is mine, and the money you have is yours, and then we split. So, my question still remains, how would you respond to that?
Well, I feel like for me, it will also depend with what I'm making. I feel like it's a factor.
How do you mean?
If I feel like niko sawa, like financially I'm independent, the prenup will not be like that big of a deal.
So you would take it. What if you're not?
So if I'm not, I will complain.
You see, you want somebody's money because you're not stable, but you don't want somebody to want your money when they're not stable.
I'm imagining this person is rich. So while you're married, I guess there's very many benefits. Ukona your time ya ku get your things together, right?
Yeah.
Right? So
that's what you imagine. We've used the word imagine.
Yeah, imagine.
Okay.
Otherwise, neza kwa like, but you want to marry me and you don't trust
You
me.
don't trust. Trust is a factor. You need to trust your
But you see,
partner.
prenups and contracts of such nini, they are not I don't trust you. It's just an exit plan without hurting finances. Because we don't go into business, because marriage sometimes it's a business. It's a business. We don't get into businesses with the aim of it failing, right?
Yeah.
But when we are signing contracts, there's always an exit plan that favors both sides, right? The investor and the person who is receiving the investment. So in this case, you're receiving the investment as the lady. The guy is investing in you with his money, right? So he wants that when you split, in case, not when, if you split, no one anatoka na bad blood because anaenda na pesa yangu, right? And also, men wamekuwa very smart these days. There's this story of this footballer whose wife was divorcing and then akapata pesa ni ya mama yake. Yeah, so I'm thinking, would you rather that or a prenup? Because right now, considering the kind of information people are receiving from all over the world, hizo vitu mtapatana nazo because we are heading there.
Yeah.
Would you still say no to a prenup?
I think I would go for the prenup then. Badala ya kwenda divorce and then nikute aliaka baba mama yake and everything. Heri prenup.
Money.
But also
as long as he's rich and generous.
Yes.
Okay.
If you have the money, prenup it. Like you said, tunakuja prenup na ni tu pesa.
Okay.
Ikani.
Wewe.
Pesa iko na uzito, you know.
Okay. We are all content creators here. And there's this thing of dating other famous people, other celebrities. Would you date a content creator or a musician? Would you?
No, I always say no. Entertainers.
So I'm the odd one out here. Let's get famous. What are you saying? Let's get famous. Acha tujulikane.
Wow.
Because like, you know how people now approach it, it's usually like contractual. For us to have a buzz, we date so that we have a buzz.
Yeah.
Would you be into that? To promote your music?
I don't think so.
Now,
personally, I'm too emotional for that.
Let me put this scenario.
It's more tricky.
You said you're launching your music soon,
Yes.
right? So you want it to sell, right? And then there's this guy who is famous. Let's say who? Tuseme nani? Who is your type? Who is your type? Mwenye ni famous. Who is your type? Kagwe Mungai, sawa. We say Kagwe Mungai. Kagwe Mungai penye uko shout out. Ako single. So, let's say Kagwe Mungai who's in the picture and he approaches you. And your managers tell you that you'll be a good combo for PR. Would you be into it?
Well, I don't know. I feel like I'm too emotional. When it ends, I'll be like, no, I didn't embarrass. I don't know if I would. But at the same time, it's Kagwe.
It's Kagwe. I wouldn't.
I don't think.
It's Kagwe.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
You don't know about that? Because there's money, your song will sell. You'll get all these bars from...
But then it will be lies. People will find out it's lies.
Who will find out? Who is telling?
See, the fun.
Love.
Eventually, when it
telling.
ends,
No.
2 years, because I know squeeze on a joke approximate, it'll be like, exactly 2 years, then this is a contract kind of relationship. Kama walianza June 22nd, wanaweza June
Sasa mna
22nd.
decide yeni inaenda for 1.5 ama 1.
ama unaingia kama umejiaminia uko like I'll make this grow to
I'll make
love.
this
I'll
work.
make it
Ndio, yeah. He will love me.
He will love me.
By the time
Nikagwe.
tunamaliza
Ni Kagwe, so he'll love you.
Kagwe.
Would you be into that, Wamucii, like as a person who does content, as a person who aims to be in the limelight?
I think pia mimi ita depend on the person. But usually I wouldn't date an artist, entertainer in your place. I've tried Kwanza ilikuwa singer, mwimbaji. He even brought me a song. Maybe someone nitamleta.
Before anaitwa nani?
Anaitwa Daniel.
Yeah. That's his official name.
Yeah.
Stage name.
Asakuja atawambia. So mimi I like chatting around and everything. And then anapenda kufanya nini, kuimba. So like that's his style of communicating, ama ata kuji-express and all that. And then mimi saa zingine niko like I don't want to hear you sing. Not now.
Whoa.
Is that me?
That's me. No, I think
anapenda kuimba, but saa zingine he's just not in the mood for any more songs. But he's passionate about it.
I think I would date a person who is famous. What I wouldn't do is make it a contract. Like you see now that industry setup. Now that is what I wouldn't do. But when it comes to relationship, somebody famous, kama anakaa vizuri anje pita na yeye vibaya sana.
Pita naye. Sasa wewe, why are you single
right now? Why am I single? Sijapata mtu bado. Sijapata mtu ananifurahisha
bado.
Fast ananifurahisha. Kama unanifurahisha, sijapata mtu ananifurahisha.
Kuchekeshwa.
No, not kuchekeshwa. Like kufurahisha, like unafurahi na mtu, like mtu makes you happy. To look and to listen. It's very important. To look, to listen. Very important. Would you share your relationship, regardless of whether the person is famous or not? Would you share your relationship on social media?
I wouldn't, because I did. I did. My first guy, we dated for 4 years. So I was like in love. I was posting everywhere, tagging him everywhere. I regretted, because afterwards it's like misijui, all of a sudden peer friends wakakuwa involved, ikakuwa kitu I don't know. And then my parents saw the pictures. I don't know where they found them. Sijui alitumiwa na nani, and it's
somebody
is right.
Who is this?
Nowadays, like the older I get, the more I value privacy, especially if unaenda kwa entertainment industry where privacy is like hard. Kuna vitu zingine itabidi tu umeficha to just avoid conflicts and like kujulikana kwa vitu like mbaya. Kuna content creators wanajulikana tu na relationships pekee. Even what they do, their own brand is like nothing ni relationships too. I feel like your personal life should just be personal between you and that other person. That's why I prefer dating someone who doesn't even like with the entertainment like yako. Mbali hata hana Instagram, hata hana those ones are the
goals.
For instance, you get famous, you get known. And of course kuna watu wa media, and they will watatafuta stories zako. Hapa nitakuwa very ready kuzichambua. Kwa catch up nitakuwa very ready. How would you react to that? Because maybe someone may leak the information. Right? How do you deal with that? How would you deal with that?
Avoid the conversations, dodge them as much as you can. I've seen it in like interviews from like international celebrities. Like Ariana Grande was dating Chaliflane anaitwa Mark. So when alienda kauliza kuhusu Mark, she started talking about Mark the lipstick instead of Mark the like dodge kabisa to the point where people will just be guessing, and just be like, I'm not sure, let's see, until it comes from you. Make sure like nobody's ever gonna know the real thing venye iko. I feel like I'm good at that personally. Me as a dodge too.
We're ready for this start.
Yeah.
Talking about sharing, will you tuseme ni Kagwe? Mmependana 1 year later, and he says he has met someone else, but he loves you so much. Yeye ameshikilia roho, wewe umeshikilia akili na roho na mwili. And okay, point is, will you share Kagwe, the man, your man? Would you share your man with another woman?
With another? No. I don't think I have the strength for that. I don't think I have the strength for that, to be honest, because well, personally I'm very emotional. It depends with also venye unajijua as a person. I know when I love someone it's 100%. I can't like share with anyone or like love another person the same way I love them.
But is that sustainable?
Okay.
Well,
Because and if you don't give them what they want, they'll go get it outside.
right. Sasa ni nyinyi sasa mjijue hapo ni nyinyi mjijue. But for me I am monogamy.
So you think you would be in love with someone for the rest of your life? You're just
One
in love
person.
with that
Yes.
one person.
Imagine, yes. I feel like relationships are not as hard as people make them to be. Once you find the person, na muelewane, and like everything is, communication is trust, iko sawa, compromising issues.
Let's be honest. Come audience hapo, you've ever found such kind of love. Man, you're blessed. You are blessed because you'll find somebody, you're in love with them, right? Okay, let's not say in love. In love is a very strong word. You like them and you want to be in a relationship with them, right? They tell you, for me, my view is, because you'll have different opinions, my view is, I can have you and I can have another person. Okay? And I will treat you both as mine. It's not like I am cheating on you. So by the time this person is bringing you this information, they are actually communicating this to you to tell you this is my kind of this is my kind of view when it comes to polygamy, monogamy, nini, being in relationships. I'm a person who likes many women or 2 or 3, just multiple at once. Well, now go in love with this person. You want to be in a relationship with this person. You don't want to let this person go.
But I can. If it doesn't stand with what I believe in, kaa tuelewani.
Whoa.
That's why nasema ni ina sound kind of simple, si simple. I know it's not. But mnajua at the end of the day mtasumbuana tu kama hamko at par, and that's why like the 4-year relationship I was in didn't work. Miscommunication ilikuwa mingi sana, like tuko hivi na tukielewana ni mmoja anasikia vibaya, mwingine anasikia, ilikuwa ina affect everything. So me communication kwangu is very, let's just talk to me. Ukifeel high work,
miscommunication in a ring bell hapo when you have camera. In a ring bell? Is it ringing a bell? I'm sure it is ringing a bell. Curly, there was this situation, I think it was last week. We're in 29th of April. Just before this week. So there was this issue of Kate actress had the issue with the husband allegedly. So she deleted photos from her Instagram, right? And people speculated they're broken up, nini. And when they were asked to comment about it, wakaambiwa okay, wenye walikuwa sasa wanauliza comments from them, wakakataa ku give their comments. Now, as a person who sees themselves as a musician, an upcoming musician who's going to get famous, get known, utakuwa successful, we pray. Utakuja hii show tena as a successful musician. Do you think you have a responsibility if you post maybe your partner? You said you would not post your partner.
Yeah.
But let's say for somebody else, a celebrity, they post their partner and then they do such a thing. Do you think they have the responsibility to tell their fans what happened, or do they keep it private and say this is privacy, this is family, nini? What do you think about that?
I feel like once you post it to the media, you like eventually sasa to involve in your personal life. So you're going to have to tell us.
Yeah.
You owe us an explanation. Yes, because you've already involved us in your life. We see you follow each other, nini, captions, photo shoots.
Yeah.
We see you everywhere together. So kitu ki happen tuende mmemfollowiana and everything, hakuna venye itaenda bila ku explain, and eventually you're just going to have to say something juu media na pressure, unajua. Wata insist until mmoja wenye kuja seme how things really went down ama nini. I feel like you owe us an explanation. So kama hautaki kufika point yenye you have to explain to your fans, then don't do it from the beginning. Mfiche kabisa.
Okay, so hiyo ni funzo kwangu na kwa wengine wenye tabia kama zangu, because mimi nimesema tuonekane tukue famous. But I think I would also explain. Now the thing is, I would explain in my own terms.
Yeah.
When you're
like
ready.
when I want to explain it, not because you asked. Now I answer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Wamucii, kuna swali?
Yeah, I'm wondering, like now, you know, like 4 years down the line, do you talk to your ex?
No, I don't. I don't talk to him. I actually did talk to him like an year after. It's been 2 years since we broke up. So 1 year later, we did talk and like sort things out. Oh, forgive each other, blah, blah, blah. I feel like I needed that closure myself for me to be able to move past him and to just focus on myself and my healing. I needed to like talk to him and stuff like that. But afterwards, sasa imekuwa. Actually, it was very easy for me to move on after that. I just accepted, it didn't work out.
How do you heal? How do you say, what are the strategies you used? Acha nitumie kizungu ya exam. What are the strategies that you use to heal yourself from a heartbreak?
First of all, I feel like before you talk about loving someone, you need to love yourself. So you see all those things you needed from that other person, you give them to yourself. You know, all that attention, hizo vitu zenye wewe mwenyewe unataka from another person, unazijipea. In the process, you surprise yourself, take yourself out on dates, gifts,
Okay.
Also pia like words of affirmations, like assuring yourself, you know, you're beautiful, you're this, those small things you do, they really like boost your self-awareness and self-esteem. And just you like kujijua who you are, what exactly you're about, what you like, what you don't like. In the process, you find your hobbies and things you're interested in, so you like distract yourself. Like ukijua kama kuna kitu inakuja and you're like not feeling it, you know how to distract yourself and get yourself out of that situation. In the process, I can't also say like I'm fully healed, but I can say I am better than the way I was after we broke up, or like 1 year ago.
Dicky, single boy, I don't think he understands. Do you have an understanding of like heartbreak?
It was so hard. I had to involve in like therapists and stuff. Like it was that serious for me.
People go to insane lengths to your heartbreak.
It was really
I've saved my heart from so many things by staying single.
Yeah,
but staying single is it's amazing. Let me just say, for the single people out there, there's freedom. There's you know when you sleep and you know no one is cheating on you. What? That is the kind of sleep you should always envy, and that is the kind of sleep people in relationships don't enjoy. Knowing that no one is cheating on, no one is doing shit.
What? No, you're only worried about being cheated on.
No, being cheated on, actually. Me cheating, personally, I don't support cheating at all. If things don't work out, no, I've never cheated. I've never been cheated on. Me, faithful girl. I'm one man person. Like of course, kuna temptations. And then for some reason, men tend to like women who are in relationships. Sijui mbona wanakuanga hivyo. All of a sudden, I'm interested.
There's just something good in taking somebody's person. There's just something good in knowing.
Sasa uko peke yako.
Kuchukua mtu wa mtu.
Iliwe liwala.
And then they also say ati it's the math. Kama mtoko in a relationship, it is you against that person. Mtoko single,
ako tu ujui what's going on. Yeah.
Hey, being single is you should envy people who are single. If you're in a relationship,
I feel like
and you know it. Being single is one of the best things because you have freedom of choice, freedom of making decisions, haufungiwi na mtu. Let's begin there. Hakuna mtu anakuambia umevaa aje, mbona unakaa hivyo nini. Hakuna mtu anakuambia hivyo. In fact tunavaa ndio watu wakuone. Right? Man, being single is amazing. But tumeongelea
okay in a relationship, no one is supposed to tell you how unless anakusaidia
trust.
No one, I agree, no one is supposed to, but do they still do it?
Some of them do.
If you're communicating well inakuwa like pia unajua like mtu style yake like ananiona you know like wewe unaweza kuwa umevaa hivi uko like hey this is nice, but then mtu akikuangalia kwa like no here huku imefanya hivi, you know, that sort of thing. So it's not all that wrong kukua na someone. Na I don't think
no, I'm not saying it's wrong to be with someone. I'm just saying it's more advantageous to be single than to be in a relationship.
I don't think so though. You're also missing out on a lot of things.
Especially in this. Are you sure?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
You are. Like, kila mtu ako na kale ka point kana. See, actually, I want my password. Like, I really want someone next to me, you know.
One call away. What are you saying? Piga simu. Subuhi na mapema.
I've mentioned to you guys that I've experienced kukua mpaka in a throuple. That's like one man to women.
Wait, nilikuwa kwa hii conversation?
Ulifanya.
Nilikuwa nimetoka. Okay.
Yeah, so I think from hako ka experience ndio nili realize how it can be interesting kukua na just one person. Not that ati niko close to the idea ya ati my partner kukua na mtu mwingine, but just because saa zingine it's at least for some time just the two of you mki build that friendship that it's sort of peaceful.
Just you and that person sharing your interest with that person.
Give me a break.
Imagine.
Give me a break.
Both sides ziko poa. Being single is fun, and being in a relationship is also fun. Personally, I've experienced both, so I feel like I prefer being single though.
You prefer being single? Yeah. Thank you for joining the team. Thank you. Sante. Two against one.
After heartbreak, of course.
After heartbreak, Donama, you know what?
You've talked about exes. And exes, okay, when you're in a relationship, I'm assuming you're given gifts, unapewa gifts, you're being pampered, unapendwa. You feel nice in the relationship when you mmesema you want your person nini. Huyo mtu amekupea gifts, sema amekupea gari. Right? And then you break up. Do you return the car? Would you complain if the person came back for the car?
You know, by the way, my ex was like that. Like when we'd argue and he bought me gifts, he'd ask for them. Yeah. I personally am not the
while in the
person.
Relationship.
We haven't even broken up. Like we're just angry at each other. So inakanika tunachana. So he's like, by the way, I bought you this and this and this. I want it back. I want you to. Yeah. It was. He was really mimi naonanga ikiwa petty.
No wonder ulienda therapy.
Me.
Because what?
So
after you're in a relationship, okay, you're in a relationship right now at that point, and anakuitisha gifts. So mkimeka amends anarudisha.
Anasema I was just teasing you to see if you would return them. So what? When I tell you miscommunication,
what is his name?
It was like
4 years.
What's his name?
No, we're not gonna discuss.
Whoever you are,
disclose everything.
That's some bullshit you pull out. That's bullshit.
Personally, I don't think it's unless Nikitu you really agree probably through a contract, like signing something. Kama sa gari ni kitu kubwa.
Yeah, I know.
Hiyo sasa ni kitu.
How would you feel akikujia gari alikubaia? Ulikuwa set up your life in a way hiyo gari ina function for you and your life, and you move from nyumba to work. As in you just
kuitisha mimi nitampea tu.
You have no.
Nitampea tu juu najua hata chana na mimi hadi nimpea gari ni kitu kubwa.
Yeah, okay. But
you know,
in situations then you say a man alikuwa amebuy a woman gari na say this woman akona a child wakona mtoi pamoja. In that case, you leave the car. That's your child's car now. Ama?
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah, that's different.
That's different, but I get what you're saying because at hiyo gari sasa ni ya mtoto.
Utamwachia nini?
Sasa mtoto alikuwa anabebwa na gari. Sasa nataka kuwa anapanda matatu na
of course now that one is different because now there's a kid and you're looking at this kid, you want this kid's life to be best, smooth.
Yeah.
You want this kid. Utaki atumie matatu every time, unataka apeleke shule na mom. Blah blah blah, that's different. Nonetheless, kama hakuna mtoto, take the gifts back.
Yeah.
Take the investment back. Biashara ni biashara.
But I think Tanasa ni different. Like I was saying, financial security. When a guy is like secure, he's like, I bought this for you when we were together. So hata shinda kikuja ku ni hawa. It's this other side.
It's this others.
Anakujia.
It
was a gift.
It was a gift, like
you once loved me.
Say it's not a gift anymore. Okay. I can't sell it or something like that.
So kuna maswali hapa zenye crew wa hii podcast, our editor, our producer na mimi pia watu wamekuja wamesema wanataka kukuuliza maswali fulani. So I have some few questions from the crew. Hizi sasa si nothing related to what we've been talking about. So our editor, who was a musician before, yeah, he has great voice.
Oh wow!
Great voice. Aliuliza this question: what makes you continue to push your music, regardless of the shadiness of the business? Like, producers are not honest. Some want other things apart from money. Wanataka you get your song horizontally. Get what I mean?
Yes, I do.
As in such shady business, what makes you push your music and want to pursue it regardless of all these things?
I feel like each artist has their own connection with music. For me, like I mentioned, ilianza kitambo sana. Once I decided I want to venture into music, I knew it wouldn't be easy. Okay. You know, I knew I'd come across such kind of setbacks. Ni mtu tu ujue goals zako, ujue kwa nataka kufika. For me personally, I haven't even started, but I really see myself going very far. You know? Okay. And I see myself having this fan base of people who, you know, support my music and what I do and what I'm about. So seeing that vision and moving towards those kind of goals helped me to be able to overcome such setbacks with more ease, even if zitakuwa ngumu, because I have experienced actually some of the things you mentioned. But also the support system I work with, you know, like Obilah, the artists I meet, the management, you know.
I forgot to ask you, what is your support system like?
My support system. Well, I work with a management, which is basically artists as well. We all teamed up and decided to make music by ourselves in a certain order, of course, but like it's a group of people. We are 5 of us, and all of us sing. So we also have connections with like producers and people who help us with our kind of music, because it's more westerny kind of vibe. And we all know not all producers are good in that kind of sector. So you have to have people you're working with, you know. So yeah, we decided to be making music. Mtu akijua, you know, you have this kind of voice, I have someone who can work with you. Kama ni videography, we are also like new, still in the progress. But I'm glad to join such a thing, because personally mi ni mtu mwenye mentally nikisikia nimelemewa ni hivyo. So like I really like have people who are showing me, and yeah, you can, like this is possible, you can do this, this is easily achievable, and having such a support system, and even fans like comments, what wameulize hizi nyimbo bebe, unatoa wimbo lini, please. That really is very motivating for an artist. Inaonyeshana like
uko na
security
kumsupport uko hapo next to the next Nikita.
Maybe.
You never know.
I'm actually a huge fan of Nikita. So
I know.
So having such kind of support from fans, friends and family and the management, hizi setbacks unapitia zinakuwa vitu unaona unaweza achieve, unaweza push through.
But maintenance sound very nice. It's like you focus on collective strengths instead of your individual weakness. Kama sasa hiyo like vitu zikikuwa too much, you just don't do anything.
Yeah.
But in a group like muna process.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Na nimesema mkimake it jaribu kupoteza namba yangu. I'll use this mic to destroy your career. I'm joking. Our producer asked. Tumetoka kwa our post-production officer, our editor. So the producer asked, given a chance, what law would you create universally to serve everyone? What law would you create to make sure that people are living the life that you want them to live, or the kind of lifestyle you desire for the world to be?
That's a very deep question.
It's deep.
Yeah.
Needs deep answers.
I feel like first of all, the education system should focus more on talent. I feel like personally, if I would have gone to a music school instead of high school, I'd be very far ahead musically, because me, we're not going to talk about that. But I feel like I used most of my time to cater for my music rather than going to study. I wish the system would like make more room for and to like do it. Si kusema tu. Mostly wanasemanga na unakuja unakuta tu mzazi anataka mtoto wake afanye hivi pia, like mentally parents, the society, the way they think is law, medicine, these big courses. I feel like talent should really be something that you can get money from it, not only just pursuing it to passion. It's also bringing something on the table. So if I could make a law, probably lawyer, like enhancing more talent music schools, more like talent management courses, affordable, you know, everything to do with entertainment. To just ikwe kubwa,
ikwe big like
yes,
what
and
they do
easily achievable.
Talking of which, how did your parents react to you doing this?
Well,
because umeongelea now parents wanafikiria law, education, nini.
Alikuwa mentioned that she wanted to do music, but she had to do something else.
Yeah,
which is annoying.
So like I said, you know, school was not really my portion. So when I finished high school, I didn't do very well, which was really disappointing to my parents. And you know, growing up as a firstborn.
You're a firstborn. Okay. Expectations.
Yeah. As a firstborn, ukiangusha mzazi, kuna vile tu there's a part of you and you feel lutawai, you know. So I had to do something about that for even myself, not only for them. So I decided to go to uni and study, you know, travel and tour management, which I ended up liking mostly because it didn't have math. So I was like, yes.
This is my thing.
Tunaenda vizuri. And also that's the same school like I met the ex for 4 years. So yeah, I was like, you know what, I'm not even gonna. Actually, nobody knew I was singing that entire school until I finished. I decided to not do music at all because I didn't want to be a disappointment, you know. That concert, that one is very. Anyways, so once I finished diploma, I was like, okay, now let's find a job, you know. Stories of music means nilikuwa zimeshatoka. So kuna short course fulani I was supposed to study before I went to like degree or like joining job. Kuna course fulani unafaa kusoma ya kulan kunini. Hiyo tu course bado sijui kama mnaget. So nikaenda building fulani kutafuta shule juu I had seen some options of schools kai hizo tao. Kwenda hiyo building nasikia drums, nasikia guitar, nasikia piano. I'm like, oh my god,
That's who you want to be.
so I started believing things like, you know, fate, when you run away from a path, because I was like, this is a music school. Mimi nimekuja kutafuta shule ya kusoma travel and tour, nimepata music school. And I was like, I remembered my dad promised, once you finish school, if you want to do music, naweza kulipia cash short course fulani. To him, music was not now going to the parents' objective. It wasn't very easy for them to accept this. I feel like they fully haven't either, because I haven't done anything as well, you know. And I feel like a part of the reason why I'm really struggling mentally is mostly because of them as well. I really care a lot about what they think, which should not really be the case, but I'm a firstborn, so
You're a firstborn.
yeah, so like they are not really fully supportive, but at the same time they still do show their support, you know, one way or another. It's hard, but I try to see it.
Okay.
They're not the best at showing it, but I can try
You try to see
Like,
that they're trying.
yeah, I try to see it. So once I joined the music school, now like the passion came back, and I was like, I sat them down and we just talked. I told them, I know I had planned to do this and this and this regarding this course, but I feel like the far I have studied is enough for me
Ulikaisha
to find a
wazazi
job.
chini.
Imagine ilibidi sasa sasa, you know, staki ma mixed reactions uko wakute nimeenda sijui wapi. So I was like, hii diploma mimi najua ninaweza pata kazi nayo and everything, but me, I really want to do music, and I'd really appreciate it if you supported me.
It's about time.
Yeah, but well, the conversation didn't really do much because financially ulisoma mi uko financially we sasa jitegemea it comes to music. You know, you do your thing, figure that out for yourself, because I appreciate that they did that, because my parents are the type of I feel like wazazi wote wanakuanga hivyo, like kama wanataka kufanya kitu wanataka kuwa in charge of it. Kama unaenda huko umwambie unaenda kudu, kwa sababu I paid for that, you know. I want to know, you know. So I felt like if I involved them in what I'm doing, I won't have the freedom to do things the way I want to do them. So I was like, even if yes, they decided financially they don't have to be involved, they're still there morally. Once in a while, are you still doing the music thing? You said, you said, yeah. But I know, I hope and wish that one day they'll be proud of me and what I'm doing, because I don't plan on quitting anytime soon, you know. Like I said.
Good. keep pushing.
I think parents just struggle with understanding your structure.
Yeah.
Like, what do you
Once
mean?
they set their minds.
Unaimba, how do you get paid?
Yes,
How do you
exactly
like,
the finances?
What do you mean uko na kazi huko kwingine na bado unasika kuimba? Si uchukue moja.
Even though inakuanga.
Yeah, but even with Dicky and the other crew, saa zingine you have to find another job.
Yeah, true. Lazima tutafute hii bado jana.
That is something parents understand. I think you're supposed to
Bado
do
mjaanza
like,
kutu approach, bado mjaanza kutupea pesa.
msimamo.
Bado mjaanza kutupea pesa, tuko hapa tunajaribu. It is what it is. Tunajaribu hapa na pale, na muendelee kuwatch na kusubscribe. Njia hiyo story na mshare. Okay? Anyway, now moving on to my questions. We've talked about you wish it succeeds and your music grows. What is your dream life like? What is your dream? Ile unasemanga, my life looks like this in the future.
Oh, actually I was busy screenshotting pictures of vision board jana, and I found like microphones, ear monitors, Grammy Awards, concerts.
Hey.
That's the kind of life that I want for myself as an artist. But I view like the awards and the brands and the nini as like a reward.
Yeah.
Because before you reach there,
You gotta work.
yeah. So I feel like my dream is just to sing. However, whenever, find a place where I can just sing anytime, anywhere. It doesn't matter whether I have an audience or not, as long as I'm doing what I passionately love.
Yeah.
Because, you know, after 3 a.m. nikiwa huko nikiimba kwa nyumba kuna mtu anisikia ni mimi too, you know. I sing almost every night by myself. So this is not something I'm about to like quit on or anything like that. It's something that I know I will be able to achieve, and because I've seen a lot of people achieve it.
Yeah.
So it's real, you know.
Okay.
So yeah,
Can happen for you.
Sunny.
It happen for somebody else. It can also happen for you.
Yes.
Yes.
And now my
Wamucii,
question.
yes, your question.
Okay. So you're a very beautiful person.
Thank you. Thank you.
No doubt.
And a good vibes
At
in
all.
Thank you.
So my question is, if you had to pick, not like you have to because you already are pretty, but if you had to pick between being pretty or famous, would
Well,
you be pretty or famous?
imagine me, I'd rather be pretty than famous, to be honest. I feel like fame changes people a lot. I don't know if that makes any sense.
I've seen people who were not pretty, and then they got famous, and then they got pretty. Yeah, it happens. There are people who are not, in my eyes, it's not everyone's eyes. It's in my eyes, they were not as good looking. And then when they got famous, the fame came with money, and they became pretty and very attractive and very appealing, and naweza pita na yeye asubuhi.
That makes sense. Okay, explain hivyo, I get what you're saying.
So
But still,
I'm still thinking, but I can still be famous when I'm pretty. If I choose to be pretty, I'll still, if I work hard, it might be hard though, to be famous because everyone is pretty nowadays.
Yeah.
Prettiness is bought.
yeah.
You get it changed.
It's a tough one.
Pretty or famous?
You decided.
Famous. But don't hate me. Don't hate me. Famous.
Famous.
Yes.
Okay, so ndo maswali tulikuwa nazo.
The last time niliuliza hiyo swali nilikuwa conflicted, and then mtu ako like, Rachel, say pretty. Go like, I don't know. Go like, have you ever been ugly?
So big, you ni mtu ugly alikuwa anakuuliza.
Mi sikuwa naona akiwa ugly, but
Basi kuna watu wenye hujiona wakiwa ugly na wako.
yeah, sindio?
So probably anaona pretty is
It's the thing.
that's what they want right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, hizo ndo maswali tulikuwa nazo. But as a tradition on this show, a guest that comes here and pose a question to the next guest.
Okay.
So the guest we had last week, whether these questions are hard or not, Obilah is the one who set this question. So if you're going to say to ask someone mbona aliuliza maswali ngumu hivyo, you have to ask Obilah. So Obilah asked you two good questions.
Yeah.
The first question was, hey, these questions ni challenging. One, do you prefer to be an angel in hell or a devil in heaven? Do you prefer to be an angel in hell or the devil in heaven?
I'm an angel in hell.
An angel in hell?
Yes.
Okay. The second question was, would you want to know the future or change the past?
Hizi maswali.
Hey, if I know the future, I know what to expect.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't want that. I like the curiosity that life comes with. So also the fact, like I said, we should have started this whole music thing sooner. I think I'd change the past.
Oh, perfect. Hiyo swali imeingiana vizuri. Anywho, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much
We
for
have
having
come
me.
to the end of the show. Curly Imani here. A very amazing artist. Kama uja watch music yake, please. Enda kwa nini ya Obilah, the person who was with us last week. YouTube page ya Obilah. And listen to their music. Also to post links hapo chini. Also please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe kama uko na swali. Hapa chini kuna number yenye you can text if you want to be a guest. If you wish to leave a comment and utaki ikwe public, unaweza leave a comment from that number. Okay? Otherwise you had something to say?
Shout out one person, fan wetu mmoja.
Okay.
Alafu Wanjiro alisema tuko tunawaita social sinners.
Social sinners. Okay, sawa. Social sinners.
So I'd like to shout out Morris. Anakuanga tu hapo kwa comments kila siku.
Morris Muridi.
Yeah, umemuona pia?
Nimemuona. Shout out to you, man. Aliniuliza swali fulani last week but nilimjibu. I hope ulielewa kwa nini nilifanya hiyo show. But it is what it is. Man, thank you so much for watching. This has been the Social Scene Podcast. Also, don't forget to go Spotify now. We are on Spotify. Unaweza enda follow. You can listen to the audio. Maybe uko job unataka kusikiza audio peke yake. Yeah, you can go and listen on Spotify. So yeah, we'll see you in the next one. I was your host, Dicky Chillis.
Rachel Wamucii.
Unataka kusema jina yako tena?
Now Curly Imani.
Yeah, peace out.